Junior Alvarado out here on a Wednesday morning at Churchill Downs. Sovereignty just out for his routine gallop. Did you get an opportunity to see him out on the track, Junior?
Yeah, I got to watch him a little bit. He looks sensational out there, stretching his legs. So, I mean, as of right now, we just try to just stay keeping happy until the race.
3 days out, when do you start game planning for this race, mapping out a journey from post 18?
I have already. Once they drew the 18, when we drew the 18, I've been kind of like reimagining everything and picturing everything, how I would love to unfold in the race, and I can see myself crossing the wire first, and every time I see that. So, I think, he's going to be coming off the pace, of course, and hopefully they'll go fast enough in front that they can, come back when we're turning for home. But still, I think, he's a closer. Hopefully we find a clear run when we turn for home and being able to run them down.
His energy's been discussed a lot this week. How do you think he will handle the paddock, the post-parade, the massive crowd?
I don't think he will have a problem. I think he's a horse that when he gets to know where he's going, about when he's going to do his job, he gets all collected and completely fine, and I'm not worried about that.
How do you handle the pressure?
No, it's been great. I think I did. This is gonna be my sixth time done in this, and I think the first time was the one that I was very nervous. But I think more excited right now, and just really looking forward.
What is it like riding the Kentucky Derby in the previous experiences you've had?
Well, this is nothing like it. You kind of prepare yourself a little bit, but once you get out there, it's the whole thing again. It's a lot to suck in, when you get on the horse, and it's just nothing like it. Just you have to enjoy it at the same time, and then when they open the gate, you got to do your job.
How are you feeling after missing that little bit of time during the Keeneland meet and then coming back here in the recent weeks?
I feel great. I did what I needed to do. I recovered, then I did a lot of workout. Then I started, getting on horses in the morning. Then, I chip here and rode a couple horses in Keeneland, and feel great so far.
Well, best the rest of the week and safe journey on Saturday.
Thank you, Scott.